Hi, everybody. Welcome to August for Taurus. And the first thing I did was use the Mist of Avalon Oracle, and we drew Guinevere. Now, Taurus, Guinevere is telling you that you need to be wise with your heart's desire and making choices. Um, you know, let's just put it like this. Guinevere, Arthur, and Lancelot. Okay, that was a love triangle that, you know, made the kingdom fall, pretty much. Well, when Guinevere appears, she's asking you not to let your kingdom fall, but to be wise in your decisions. Have an equal partner, not one that you're ahead of or one that is ahead of you, but one that you can have an equal partnership with. This could be a friendship, this could be in love, this could be in a job. I mean, you need an equal partnership. And Guinevere is telling you to choose wisely. Now, for the month of August for Taurus, on the 1st, we have Mercury in Cancer in the 3rd house, opposing Pluto in Capricorn in the 9th house. And pretty much you need to change with Pluto how you communicate. Your communication style has to change. Yes, your philosophies, or in publishing or broadcasting or media, something in one of these areas has changed you. And you're, again, with Mercury there, the way you present yourself has changed. So, you just have to transform the way you communicate with others in these areas of your life. Now, on the 2nd, we have the Sun in Leo in the 4th house, squaring Uranus in Taurus in the 1st house. And pretty much this is saying that you have changed. And because you have changed, you can't expect others to change to meet your needs. You are the one that's got to meet your needs. They're just not on the same page with you. And you're, again, the one that has transformed. And you can't expect others to go in the same direction that you're going when you're the one who is transformed and they're still who they were before you transformed. Now, on the 3rd, we have the full moon. And that is a moon in Aquarius. Okay? And pretty much that full moon in Aquarius is telling you that you have to figure out what you want emotionally. That you can't keep running from everything emotionally. Yes, you're a detached individual. We know this. But, you can't keep detaching. You have to walk into your own power. And yes, this is your family that you're dealing with in some aspect. But you have to be powerful in your own right. You are who you are. And, you just have to figure out what you want emotionally in order to move forward in that situation. And again, remember this is your family and you can't always do everything on your own. And you do need your family to be supportive. But again, you have to figure out what you want emotionally. Now on the 3rd, we also have Mercury in Cancer in the 3rd house, opposing Saturn in Capricorn in the 9th house. Now, you've always been a creature of habit, Taurus. You just do the same thing in and out. Um, you know, but you're changing, and your philosophies in life are changing because of that. But you have to realize that everyone has boundaries, and you have to accept those boundaries. Your boundaries might not be somebody else's boundaries. And you're going to have to find a middle ground, with these boundaries, because again, it is all in how you're communicating these philosophies. It's how you're communicating what you believe to others. If you're going to come at it doing it in a rough and gruff way, then people are going to be rough and gruff back to you. But if you communicate with a higher mind and a loving mind, with what you're trying to accomplish, they're going to be more receptive. So, just remember, you can't force your beliefs onto another. Now, on the 4th, we have Mercury moving into Leo, which is your 4th house. And pretty much self-explanatory. You're going to be more you're going to be more creative. You're going to be more loving with your family, and also with your children. You're going to be more creative and more loving towards the children that you have. So, and you're going to be thinking about your family as far as your children also. So on the 7th, we have Venus in Cancer moving into the 3rd house. So, we just had Mercury moved into Leo, into your 4th. Now you got Venus in Cancer. So you're going to love communicating your feelings and your emotions to those that you're close to, those that you love, and that again would be your family. Now again, remember, family is not necessarily your blood. It can be those that you're closest to in your life. And you are going to be definitely communicating, who you are. Now on the 13th, we've got Mars in Aries in the 12th house, squaring Pluto in Capricorn in the 9th house. And, you have to get over the anger that you have within your own psyche, because your philosophies are changing. And anytime we have a 12th house planet, that takes place within us. And, Pluto does it in order to transform our mind. So, just know that those transformations are supposed to take place in broadcasting, in your philosophies, in the media, or in education, but you're going to have to get over the anger that you're holding inside of yourself here. You're only one person. All you can do is change you and how you react to these things that are happening outside of you. You can't control others. You can't control what they do. You can't control their philosophies or what they want in life. So you're going to have to learn how to get over that anger, control how you react to the situation, and move forward using that higher mind in a positive way. Now, on the 15th, we've got Uranus retrograding in Taurus, your house, in the 10th. And, you know, you got to look at why you feel like you have to do everything on your own and in your own way. It's okay to ask for help. You know, you don't always have to do everything by yourself. But, you know, I know this is something that you've got to figure out. Then on the 16th, we've got Mercury in Leo in the 4th house, trining Mars in Aries in the 12th house. Pretty much by communicating with your family in a creative and loving way about how you're feeling inside, you're going to be able to get over the anger that you're holding inside. So, you know, again, just realize that, yes, you have anger in you about things that are happening, but you're going to have to be more loving and creative when dealing with these individuals. And, you know, take action in a positive way with that anger. Don't hold it in. Don't blow up, but get creative and be loving. Now, on the 18th, we have the Sun in Leo in the 4th house, conjunct the Moon in Leo in the 4th house. A new moon. Happy new moon, everybody. And all I can say is you are going to have a new beginning with your family. It's going to be a very fun-loving time, a very creative time. You know, and everybody's just going to be more loving with each other and more creative. Now, on the 19th, Mercury, as you can see, 2 planets in 1 month is speeding up now. Mercury is in Virgo in the 5th house, and pretty much you're going to, you know, start putting in the work that you need to do with your children, with your creativity, with your health. You're going to put in the work there that you need to do to get things done creatively. You know, because Mercury in Virgo rules our 6th house of health and work. Then the 5th, you know, it's in actually the 5th house though. And the 5th house says that's your children, your creative endeavors, your dating life. So you're going to put the work in and you're going to get more creative in dealing with these areas of your life with your children. You're going to work on those creative endeavors that you want to get off the ground. You're going to, you know, if you're dating, you're going to get more creative there so you can have a little bit more fun. Then on the 22nd, we have the Sun in Virgo in the 5th house. And pretty much that's, you know, you're going to be shining your light for others in a creative way. You know, when you're happy, okay, and when you're shining, everybody wants to be around you because you're showing your creativity, you're showing your love. So, you know, you're just out there shining that light and being creative, you know, and especially with your children, you're showing your children how creative you are and how you can, when you put in the work to do something, that you can change everything. Now, on the 24th, you have Mars in Aries in the 12th house, squaring Saturn in the 9th house. And, you know, all I can say is you're going to have to stop with the anger issues with the structures that support you. I know that your philosophies are changing, okay? I know that you're changing and the very structure that supported you is changing. Well, if you want them to continue to support you, you can't get mad. You're going to have to put the actions in the right direction to create something long and lasting. Because if you blow up at the situation, you're going to destroy the very structure that supports your life. And yes, that can be good, but it can also be bad. So just know that you're just going to have to realize again that what you believe, not everybody else believes. And you're going to have to deal with building a structure in a positive way and not in a way that's going to destroy everything that you have built. And I mean, if you keep on getting angry and thinking that you're going to tell everybody how it is, you're going to destroy the very foundation that built you. So just know to back up. And if I would ever advise someone to hold their tongue, it would be on this day for you. Because with Mars in the 12th house, that, just that isn't good. Now, on the 27th, we have got Venus in Cancer in your 3rd house, trining Neptune in Pisces in your 11th house. And you're a person who loves to connect emotionally with others, with your friendships, with the groups that you belong to. You have to have an emotional attachment. Now, on the 29th, you have you have Mercury in Virgo in the 5th house, trining Jupiter, in Capricorn in the 9th house. And pretty much you're working in creative matters and with your children right now. And it's helping you to change everything with your children. You have to change yourself in order for your relationships to change. And you're finally, seeing that, that you have to use your philosophies for the better. You can't preach to other people about them, but you have to use them in a way to change your own life. And you're finding out that you definitely have to think before you react, because when you react to situations with your children, it just makes matters worse. So you're really knowing now that you have to think before you react with your children, or, in your creative endeavors again, or it could be, in media or broadcasting, that you definitely have to, think before you react in all these situations. And in doing so, everything's going to expand for you. And I think that would be a good way that for Jupiter with a trine you want to expand everything positively with communicating with your children and in your creative endeavors. So if I had anything to say to you, Taurus, for this month, it would be choose the people that you choose to keep as company in your life wisely, because you are changing and your philosophies are changing. And when the philosophies don't mesh with each other, then the relationship doesn't work. Now, the thing is, with your children, you've got to be a little bit more creative, because no matter how choosy we are with our relationships or our friendships, our children will always be our children. But the thing we have to remember with our children is we have to be choosy about who we invite into our life, because then these people become role models for our children and the things that they do. And we don't want our children picking up bad habits from others. So just let me say this: choose who you allow into your life wisely. Don't let your relationships with others blow up everything that you have built creatively and with your children. So, all I can say, Taurus, is have a good August, and I'll see you in September. Bye-bye.